Summer in Texas, extended story. In the quiet plains of Texas in 2001, endless fields of soybeans stretched out under the summer sun. Jason, 42, was the owner of a soybean farm, spending most of his days tending the fields, inspecting the seeds and soil, and reading the weather and seasons. His hands were rough, but his passion for farming and his love for the land showed in every movement. Jason had a fiery temper and a taste for alcohol and women, yet he diligently continued his work for the sake of his family. Jane, 37, was simple and diligent, quietly enduring her husband's rough temperament and occasional wandering eye while holding the family together. She planned each day for her husband and their 9-year-old daughter, Jennifer, who was lively, mischievous, and adorable. Every morning, Jennifer ran around the edges of the fields, kicking up the dirt and playing little games that made her parents laugh. Yet, even amidst this peaceful daily life, tension lingered. Jason was sometimes swayed by temptation and alcohol, and Jane noticed it, but chose to turn a blind eye to preserve family harmony. Though conflicted inside, she hid her emotions, enduring for the sake of her daughter and the home. One day, while inspecting the fields, Jason ran into a woman from a neighboring farm. For a moment, he felt his resolve waver, but he quickly regained control and turned away. Jane knew about it, but said nothing. That evening, as Jennifer's laughter and footsteps echoed across the fields, Jane exhaled quietly. Protecting her daughter and family was what mattered most, and it strengthened her heart. A few days later, an unexpected storm swept across Texas. Strong winds and rain flooded parts of the soybean fields and damaged some of the farm's equipment. Jason inspected the flooded areas and had to make quick decisions. The stress and fatigue threatened to shake his resolve, but thinking of Jennifer and his family, he remained calm. He checked the equipment and called neighboring farmers for help in clearing the flooded areas. Jane joined him in the work, and together they tackled the problem without words, relying on each other's presence. Jennifer played around the fields, her innocent laughter easing the tension of her parents. Her joy reminded them both of the preciousness of family. After the storm passed, Jason reflected on his actions and choices. Though temptation and wanderlust still existed, he realized he could resist them for his daughter and family. Jane noticed small changes in her husband, a sense of responsibility emerging, and she felt that her long patience had not been in vain. But peace was short-lived. A dispute arose with a neighboring farmer over a boundary line. Words were exchanged, and tensions flared over farm management and responsibility. Jason restrained his temper and tried to resolve the situation, but when Jennifer witnessed the argument and began to cry, his heart wavered. Jane held their daughter close and whispered, "It's okay. Everything will be all right." Jason swallowed his anger and ended the conflict with an apology and a negotiation. That evening, the sunset painted the fields golden, and Jennifer ran, holding her parents' hands. Jason held her close and smiled gently, while Jane looked at her husband, releasing some of the burdens in her heart. No matter how strong the temptations, past mistakes, or conflicts, the power of living each day for one's child and loved ones was broader and deeper than the vast Texas plains, and all three of them felt it profoundly. In the weeks that followed, Jason continued to balance family life and farm work. Jennifer remained the lively little girl she had always been, while her parents learned to grow together, understanding and caring for one another. Through storms and conflicts, the family confirmed the importance of understanding and protecting each other, living each day under the wide Texas sky in peace and love.